Here's a step-by-step 2-minute video on how to do an oil change on an A90 Supra. All right, so first thing I'm going to do here is take off the covers, both the engine cover and the DME cover. You'll need a 32 millimeter socket. I'm going to take off the oil filter housing cap and take off the cap to the engine as well. It will help the oil drain faster. But right here, we're looking at the jack points on the car. There's 2 jack pads on each side, one in the front, one in the back. Right here, there's this black plastic cover. You just turn it, it pops loose. Here is the bolt for the oil pan to drain it. You're going to use a 17 millimeter socket on this. While the oil is draining, I take this oil drain plug and I take the crush washer off of it immediately so I don't forget. You don't want to double that up. Now we're going to take this drain bolt, we're going to put it up in there. But before we do, we're going to wipe it off actually here. I'm going to wipe this clean. And now I'm going to put the bolt up in here. Just snug it with your fingers first and then go in there with the 17 mil and tighten it down. Now we're going to lower the car back down. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a rag. I'm going to bring it over to where the oil filter housing is. I'm going to lift this out. The filter will stick in the cap, and I want to catch any drips of oil in the rag here, as you'll see. Make sure you line up the top with the new cap, and inside the cap are some little clips in there you can see that you're supposed to push the oil filter into. We're going to take the old O-ring off. Make sure, once again, not to double up these O-rings or you will have a giant mess. I'm going to put this new oil filter cap O-ring on. Now, I'm going to drop this cap down in there. I'm going to finger tighten it as much as I can. Then I'm going to get my 32 mil. I'm going to tighten it down nice and snug. So, when I'm filling the oil here, I'm going to put 6.5 liters of oil in the engine. Then I'm going to put the oil cap back on the engine, put the covers back on, and then we're basically done. The last thing I'm going to do here is, after the car warms up, I'm going to measure the oil by getting in the car, going to the vehicle status setup, let it run its process, make sure you're at 100%, and you're good to go.